Oh, damn. Hi. Bow, bow, bow. That's rough. I hit my back yesterday. I hit my back and I just like they announced Lego Racers 3 2 yay. Lego Racers 3? Wow. To think that I would live to see the day. Yesterday at work, I was cowering down on the floor to do something. And then I got up and I hit my back really badly on a thing. And I'm like bruised. I I made a video of myself earlier just showing my back to the camera because I wanted to see what it looks like. And I'm looking at it now and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Okay, I'll show you. Maybe I can crop this so that it's not, because it feels weird showing you my full back, but I can show you this, I guess. If I just do this, will it work, I wonder? No. Okay, and what if we do this? Can I... This? No. Okay. Well, frick. Can I drag and drop? How does this work? I think if I do this, and then we're opening the folder, and then I can drag and drop, right? Yeah. There we go. See this? That's my back. It's like fully bruised. It hurts. Well, it only hurts when I touch it. It's not like it's a constant pain, but I felt it like... I felt it when I was like leaning back in my chair or when like moving around. I was like, it hurts. It hurts. So I wanted to take a picture of it, and well, there it is. And it actually looks pretty bruised. Oh well. Well, anyways, today we're treating ourselves to some Japanese whiskey for once. I've been wanting to try, but this is Suntory. It's the Toki whiskey that I bought. I've already had some, I think 2 days ago. It's pretty good. I like it. I quite like it, actually. I did, I kind of didn't do anything other than laundry today. Or I did pack up another box of stuff. So, I'm almost out of boxes. So there's one thing. Hey, Rockin'. I'm almost out of boxes, but I'm also pretty much out of stuff to pack. I've actually even packed up my microphone and my mixer, so I'm not going to be able to play piano and stream anymore. But, I mean, that's fine. I literally have 1 more week before I start moving. So that's fine. Yeah, I packed up a bunch more. Like, this shelf over here is all done now, and this stuff back there is basically empty except for clothing. It's basically everything's pretty much empty. Like, even if you look at this thing, all empty. And this is the box that I packed today. So I'm pretty much overly prepared. Like, I could probably move right now. Well, my whole desk still needs to be cleaned up. I still need to get everything. Hurt yourself just in time for the big move. Well, that's true, but I don't feel it when lifting. It didn't, like, actually hurt any of my muscles or, like, my bones or anything. It's just a bruise. It's just the top level. Banana boxes. I don't think these are banana boxes. They're just like, well, they're Coop, which is a local. It's like I think it's a co-op. It's a supermarket chain. I don't know why. I got these from my dad. He had a bunch of them. I had an accident. Lost control of my. I didn't break anything, but my shoulder hurts a lot. Oh damn! Be careful. Be careful, y'all. Let's not die. Okay. Let's try to stay alive, shall we? Okay. I think that's a good idea. I think that's admirable. Just saw a screenshot I took. Don't know much about the screenshots I took. I don't know much about the science book. Oh yeah. Why can't... Here's something I've been thinking about. Why can't Adobe Premiere handle MKV files? Konnichiwa. Hello, Elisets. Konnichiwa. Aruiwa konbanwa. What was it? こんにちは、あるいはこんばんは、黄昏さん. Or I don't think they added a honorific. Was it just 黄昏? I forgot. Can we find it? I wonder if we can find the exact, like a panel. こんにちは、あるいはこんばんは. Is this? Oh yeah, look at that. We found it. Open in tab. Oh god, now it's tiny. What is it with embedded pictures and not opening properly? Super converter? Oh no, there's actually OBS can remux things really quickly. I could even show you how I do it. Like, look, okay. Let me get rid of my back video, but let me show you because this is what I do right now, and it's like actually surprisingly quick. So I have all my recordings here. This is 4 gigabytes, right? So let's say I want to remux this. I can just grab OBS and I can do file remux recordings, and then I'll just grab one like this one. That's the, I think that was like the 4 gigabyte one. I don't know, doesn't matter. Pick that, output location, remux. It does it pretty quickly. And boom. And now we have a MP4. Where is it? There. It's even smaller too. Oh no, it's pretty much the same size. So that's what I do. I just remux them and then it works fine. Because it's just a container. Better than CPU hungry save super? I don't know. I haven't tried, but like it's so fast that I basically don't feel the need to even look for something else. Like even if it was twice as fast, it's like, what do I save? Like 10 seconds. It's like, okay. But yeah, it's weird that it can't handle MKVs because it's not actually re-encoding anything, right? You gotta keep in mind the codec and the container is different. This is still using it's still encoded using HVAC, right? So yeah. Can OBS not use? It can, but here's the thing. The MP4 container is not able to have interrupted videos. There is a step for MP4 at the end of the recording that's like tying a sweet little bow around the whole package, okay? But if your OBS crashes, your MP4s will be corrupt. Whereas an MKV can be interrupted at any point and still be usable, which is why I prefer to use it. In case it crashes, at least I have the recording until the point. So I'd rather like remux some stuff than having to deal with recordings being like disappearing from the earth because they become corrupted. Yeah. 今日どう？配信は今ばっかり始まった。そうそうそう。今始まったばかりです。Stream just started. Is that where the muxing means I think muxing is just short for multiplexing, but I don't really know. I don't really know how that comes into play. So yeah. Yeah, because a muxer is usually just a multiplexer. I don't really know why the term multiplexing is used here though. Oh well. Cheers. Oh, also I added I don't know if you can see, here. I added a shadow to the text, so the chat should be a lot easier to see now when it's on the stream. Might still need some tweaks, but it's definitely better. If you get a multiplex into mind. I see. Oh, I see. Okay, well, do you want to play some Persona with your Fursona? Yeah? Well, then hold on to your tusks and grab each other by the paws because we're about to start playing that game. Where is my Steam? There it is. Oh, I started playing a little bit of Anno, but only a little bit. You can see 2 hours only. But it seems fun. It's funny because I was playing Timberborn, and then that made me want to play Anno, and then I saw it was on sale. Well, it was kind of a mix of both, because I saw like, oh, it's on sale. So, and I kind of want to play it, so I might as well. So then I bought it. But yeah. And when I bought it, I thought to myself, isn't it nice to have disposable income? That's what I thought to myself. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, oh, you know, I every time I hear this too, I want to buy a harmonica. That's what they call it, right? Harmonica, the thing. I feel like you could teach yourself to play that pretty easily. Kind of like a recorder. I still have my recorder. Alright. Let's listen to the intro. Why not? Harmonica. I want to buy a harmonica. They're not very expensive, I don't think. Well, maybe there's like really good ones that are expensive. Turn it up. I've never gotten like a copyright for this song, so I guess it's safe. I don't know. Steam の発売は何でもゲームを買ったですか？ん？Oh、この Steam この間のI guess it was doom. I didn't do it right. I was like, oh, this is lower, this is higher, but I wasn't correct. But yeah, I'm not that fast, but I was trying. Okay, it's kind of doom. Anyways, cat jam moment. Yeah, truly. Did I buy anything in the Steam sale? I bought a Adabana Odd Tales for learning Japanese. I don't know what that is. I think hatsubai is probably not the word you want to use there. A sale is like, well, you have yasuri, but I think there's other words. Seiru. Actually, seiru is pretty common too. Tokubai, I think? Tokubai? Yeah, special sale, bargain sale, tokubai. I wonder what Steam calls it officially in their Japanese region. There's a bunch of words. The issue with hatsubai is hatsubai implies when something is going on sale for the first time. Yeah, release. Usually, I think. Like, offering for sale. Yeah, so hatsubai is like when it first goes for sale. It's not just any sale. So I think tokubai or seiru or something like that would be better. Seiru. Baikyaku, no. That means like selling because you want to get rid of it. Yasuri. We actually had Yasuri show up a few times in the last Ace stream, I think. Visual novel has very complex type of writing, but it's quite poetic. And I like it can switch between Japanese and English on the go. Also has text log. That's nice. Text log always good. Giant pile of Steam games and have time for. Yeah. I think the only game I bought that was on sale was Anno 1800 because I just wanted to play Anno. The last Anno I played was, well, actively the last one I played was 2070, I think. Was it 2070? I think it was 2070. I played that quite actively. And then, and before that, I really only played 1404. Yeah, I have a lot of memories of playing 1404, which I definitely had a legal copy of at the time. Nothing of the sort. Borderlands 2 months, I still haven't gotten around to it. Borderlands 2 is really good. But it's... Borderlands, the issue is like you need to have like... Well, you don't need to. You can play it by yourself and it's plenty fun. But it is more fun if you have people to play with. But I am horrible at getting people to play games with me. I just can't like... I'm just unable to make plans with people, I think. Okay, that's enough. 今日は午後になってから雨が降り始めた。Alright, so it started raining in the afternoon. 雨は明日まで降り続くそうだ。Okay. Borderlands 2, something I should play solo for the first time. It doesn't really matter. I don't think you're... both are fine. Both are okay experiences. I don't think the game is meaningfully diminished by playing alone. At the same time, I don't think the story is at all diminished by playing in a group. It really just depends on your preferred playstyle. But I think both is totally viable. The game is very playable by yourself. Like, never do you feel like it's... at least from what I remember. And I mean, I've played solo quite a bit, and I've played in groups. So the game is fine playing alone or in a group. Both is fun, but in a group it's just because of group dynamics, right? It's just more like fun to have like a good time playing games with people, you know. I will say though, let's say you have someone that wants to always like watch cutscenes and look at the story, and then one person doesn't. Maybe that could lead to some friction there. So I don't know. That might diminish the experience, but then it's kind of outside of the game's control, you know. Like the game can't really do much at that point. Does it make sense to play Tiny Tina's Wonderland without having played Borderlands? I don't know. Is Tiny Tina an extension? Isn't that like isn't it a DLC for Borderlands, or oh no, it's different. I don't know. I actually haven't played Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I just missed the message there. I think something about the keisatsu. 今日は何をしようか? What should we do? Whatever shall we do today? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, that was my little song. I don't know. I would like to spend some time with some people. So let's go Luke. Luca team. Yeah, we can go outside. さすが誰もいないな。さすがにもいかにも素敵な物事であろうかと。I don't know. Sometimes when I start a sentence in Japanese, I just want to sound cool. I don't even know what I'm. Well, I kind of know what I'm saying, but it doesn't. It's just like a bunch of random stuff that comes out. To be honest, should I be saying this? I'm losing my reputation. I'm losing my religion. Do you think we can find anyone? It's raining, so probably no one's around. I could just go eat chukariori. That would be fine. And have someone correct me about how the restaurant is actually called again. Soulzai. Soulzai. We'll never forget. Soulzai. Soulzai. Look. Soulzai Daigaku. Soulzai Daigaku. Now I feel stupid because I have the whole thing about how I'm never going to remember that word. I probably got so upset at the word that I'm just going to remember it forever. I guess that's one way to deal with things, huh? How do you... It would be like, sir, how have you learned to deal with your problems? Well, I've just noticed that if I get really upset at them, they seem to just go away. Ah, yes. Well, it seems you no longer have any need of this anger management course, then. It would seem so. Well, goodbye. That's exactly how it went. Should we go to... Maybe we should go to the shrine. No, actually, a shrine is a bad idea. We do not like shrines. I am anti-shrine. Jinza. Jinza suru. I think jinza means to be enshrined, right? It's funny because it has jin in it, okay? That's what makes it funny. I think a little bit of alcohol enhances the stream experience. I don't know about you, but so far, it seems to work. Yeah, enshrinement. Y'all should enshrine me. Do you have a shrine of me? No, don't answer that. I think it'd be creepy. But if you do... Actually, thinking about it, I don't know what I would do if someone had a shrine of me. They better be subscribed. Going through all the trouble of having a shrine of me and not even spending $4 a month. Imagine that. I feel that would be worse, actually. If someone had a shrine of me, but they didn't give consent is optional. There, see, okay, then I'll decline. Thank you. No, don't. I always have one. Should always get consent for everything. Thanks, Tenten, for the resub. Tenten has a shrine of me. That's nice. Well, if there's one person I believe, then very loose one. Bunk you, bang. Why is this chat not updated? Oh, because I was probably... No, I want to. Oh, you want to. Oops. Why is it not... It's not like... Ah, well. Twitch being Twitch, I guess. I do not have... Oh, okay. Well, you know. It's fine. I should have a shrine of you, huh? We should have, like, mutual shrine... mutual enshrinage. Enshrinage. Is there any social links that I can even do today? Because if not, I'll just go eat Chinese food and then call it a day. YouTube became silent. YouTube became silent. Far. It seems... Nope. Einement. 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 Seems to be working just fine. Yeah. We should probably just eat Chinese food. I think that's a good choice. There's never anything wrong with Chinese food. I'm losing my religion. Let me pop out the thing here, the activity for Twitch, so I can have that down there, as I always do. I like food, do you? So I was taking it through the multiverse, yeah? 食べても食べてもご飯が見えてこない。肉肉油肉油、そして肉。これを完食するには全てを受け入れる寛容さ、正しくペース配分する知識。肉の群れに突っ込む勇気、食べ続ける根気、それらすべてが必要そうだ。今の自分では完食は無理だ。I wonder what stats you have to actually finish this meal. 得るものの大きいなかなかの戦いだった。Cool. ビルボブルブルン。一人の食事を終え、家に帰ることにした。Wow. Wow. Hello, I'm home. あ、荷物が届いてるよ。テーブルの上に置いといた。Oh, cool, we got our stuff. 聖騎士の鎧。The armor of the Holy Knight. 1個。超純サプリ and some long life supplements. ティカネット。シール。OK. I could spend time with Nanako, but actually, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend the time and read a book. 黄昏て男。お前も男だろう。男であったら。黄昏て男の続きを読んでみようか。各章すべて人たるものを男たるべしから始まっている。Really? Okay, well. 無骨でありつつ、秋の夜は無情に。Wait, isn't this 涙? あ、涙する。Wait, is that 涙? That is 涙。Can you say 涙する? Wait, am I crazy? It is 涙。I didn't know you can say 涙, except if it's a different thing. 涙する. It means to cry. I did not. I actually don't think I've heard that, but okay, cool. So you can say 涙する to cry. It's so straightforward. It's like, I don't know why I even question. Why do I even question anything at all at this point? Yeah, 涙する apparently means to cry. Cool. Okay. Well, let's write that one down in our tiny little pea brains, okay? Try our best. Boop. 秋の夜は無情に涙するそんな男となるための How to 本だ。How to 本。Now that's some beautiful Japanese. なんだか男になった気がしてきた。Shed tears. 静かな。Is it? I think it's Is it 雨音 or is it something else? I keep forgetting. 雨音。雨音。Never mind. It's 雨音。雨音。静かな雨音の中、集中して読書をした。Wow. We focus on our reading in the quiet rain sound of rainfall. It is always interesting how when you have one language that has like one nicely packaged simple word for a concept, but the other language needs to use multiple words to do the same thing, it doesn't nearly sound as poetic usually, right? So, 静かな雨音の中で, like within the quiet sound of rainfall. I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's more poetic when it's a single word somehow. I don't know how, but it is true. I think. Well, maybe. Most of the time, I guess. ユキが、Hey, cool! 怖いものなしから冒険者級になった。冒険者 We're at adventurer class now. That was worth it. I feel adventurous already. Shall we venture outside for our adventure? Doesn't adventure just mean ad? Ad in Latin means new or no, sorry. I was thinking of something completely different. Ad means in or at. Persona stream. Well, thanks, Mole Boy. I appreciate the sub. Wait, ad because Ad typically means until. Oh, okay. Or to. So like, and venture comes from ad astra. Oh yeah, to the stars, right. What does venture come from? Venture must mean something in Latin, like, it reminds me of ventus, but that means wind. I don't think that's the same thing. Venere. To come. Oh, okay. Do not come. So it means adventure. So like, to, yeah, I don't know what. That doesn't bring us any closer to understanding what adventure is from, but yeah. I wonder if it's enough to encourage to eat your classmates' cooking. Oh, eat your... I didn't see the word cooking until the very end, so I was like, I wonder if that's enough courage to eat your classmates. I was like, yeah. Oh, Veni. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. しばらく雨は続いている。アーバントイヤー。イェーイ。今は警察の動きを待つしかない。今日は何をしようか。何をしようかな。何をしようかな。どうしようかな。It's like in ぼっちだろく where Nijika is like throwing the conversation die and then she's like 何が出るのかな。収穫できる。できるできる。君ならできる。We can harvest our grown... Oh, look at that. We have like a whole cornfield. 7個も収穫する。Good. These are useful. But only 2. I wish you get more. What's the connection behind the word venture if you look at these 3 languages? カエル大根。ヒランヤキャベツ。I guess we can do ヒランヤキャベツ。キャベツキャベツ。別々 Yeah! Grow big and strong. Growing strong. Growing strong. I love that, man, do you remember when Game of Thrones was good? I think it was season 3, where Lady Orlana has the whole thing about complaining about the words of her house, the Tyrell house. She's like, growing strong. Ridiculous. I wish we could have just had, like, all good seasons, right? Right? Maybe that's like kicking it's like kicking a person while they're down at this point, complaining about Game of Thrones. I don't know. Still though, I like to reminisce about the good old days, you know, the good old days of season 1, 2, and 3. I can't believe people don't like season 1. Season 1 is great. I don't know what people are like, it's boring. It's not, listen, okay? It's just slower paced. What's wrong with you? There's no dragons. This makes it better. Kind of. In one way, it makes it better. Maybe I should study, but I'm already super smart. I'm just so smart. I'm already way too smart. Wait, let me show you how smart I am. Also, I'm level 47. Oh, dude. Oh, they're all like leveled up, pretty much. Except for, haha, Hanamura. Omega lol, laugh at him. Now this is your chance to laugh at low-level ass Hanamura over here. Way under-leveled. He's become definitely not viable anymore. Psst. Now would be a good time to laugh at Hanamura. I don't know. Would it me? I feel like in this game, it doesn't even make sense to level all characters. Did you check the Honya? Oh, I should, maybe. Because, like, why would you? Just focus on leveling the characters you like or something. I don't know. What day is it? Frick, I think I need to sleep. What is it? Hiruma. It's only noon. Wait, can I go outside? It's only noon. Yeah, go outside. Did I sleep? Oh, I guess I slept. I kind of freaking... There's a very interesting book. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, you had my attention, but now you have my undivided attention. 新しい本が弱虫先生転職する弱虫ペダル Okay 買ってみよう Okay, what is this? 寛容さ Oh, that's good. ハイパー速読術 Ooh. Oh, shoot. Dude, nice. That's good. We can read like 2 chapters at once with this one. Hi. Okay. Good. Based. Sick. Neat. Also, let me check real quick. I got 聖騎士のなんとかなんとか. Where is that thing? This one. Look at that. Well, the kaihiritsu is really low though. Oof. Who do I want to be a tank but not dodge a lot? 物理回避がやや上昇. Okay. So your physical dodge chance actually increases a little bit, but overall dodge chance goes down quite a lot. But 166 defense is still pretty good. I don't know. Can anyone tell me how to interpret the kaihiritsu? Like the kaihiritsu. How do I interpret this number? I presume it's not percent, though it could be. Because 23%, but 23% kaihiritsu would be insane. 23%? No, that would be insane. You would literally, but then again, I feel like they miss quite a lot. So who knows? I don't know. Does anyone know how I need to interpret these numbers? Because the game doesn't tell you anything. The game is just like, here's a number. Here's a number, kid. Kid, have you ever seen a number this big? I'm sure you ain't never seen a number this big, right, kid? It must be good then. That's how the game treats stats. It's like when the game says like, oh yeah, this increases your fire damage. And you're like, well, that sounds good. And then the game is like, yeah. And you're like, but how much? And the game is like, who knows? I don't make the rules. What? Why are you looking at me for? That's how the game treats you. MJRPGs and don't explain how damage is calculated. Dude, it's so confusing. It's just a bunch of numbers. There is like a number bigger, number good. Ooh. It's like, okay. Monkey see, monkey do. Okay, well, I feel like main character has a lot of defense. Well, we don't care about Hanamura, clearly. We could buff Kanji, because right now he's wearing... So right now he's wearing something with 23 defense. We're kind of all wearing the same thing. That is totally Grandia. I don't know. Should I give this to anyone? Maybe. I'll give it to Kanji. Why not? He can be a tank. Why the frick not? Could go eat Chinese food again. Is there any way for me to spend time with anyone? I feel like not. It's not unusual to want to spend time with anyone. It's not unusual to level up your commune now. I might as well. I might as well do this. I feel like when it's raining, you might as well make the best of it. This attack does a lot of damage, but that attack does a little damage 3 times. Oh, that's not enough information. Figure it out, idiot. Figure it out. Baka. Baka. It says right there, all damage, dai damage, right? All damage. Is it all damage or dai damage? Yeah, look at the hex. Look at the hex stump. I guess you could like figure it out by doing a lot of testing. I'm sure people have. I'm sure there's a lot of Persona nerds out there with spreadsheets. Did I just skip a thing? I did skip a thing. Wow, I just pressed the button twice really quickly in a row. あいにくの雨となりました。あいにくの雨。Wow. この影響で稲葉市方面では今夜半から明日にかけ濃い霧が予想されています。Yeah, well, we don't care though because we've already taken care of everything. 今夜は霧が出るようだ。Okay, well. Also note that he said like 霧が出るようだ, right? So here's the thing. Here's another one. There's like a cool distinction you can make between it's the alcohol, guys. It's the alcohol. Deru soda and deru yoda, right? So generally, like a really easy way to think about it is that this one here is more like based on sort of your own perception, right? And this one is more based on heard information, right? So you could say that Yoda is kind of like hearsay, but it's more like I guess you could call it secondhand info. Okay, so usually for soda and Yoda, right? That would be like one of the differences, or like generally the difference is that if you say deru soda, like that's like because you looked at it and that's how it seemed like. So when you say konya wa kiri ga deru soda, it's like you looked out the window and you're like, man, it really looks like it's gonna be foggy, right? Because it's just that's what I experience it as. And then deru yoda would be, well, I was told, or the news report said, or maybe I saw a picture, right? Let's say I saw like a picture on the news report, and you say deru yoda, which means, well, apparently, right? Apparently there's going to be fog. Not because you yourself have like experienced it, but more that like you've somehow gotten secondhand information that that's going to be the case. Is yo interchangeable with rashi in that case? Man, I need to think. We should probably, at this point, before I say too much, we should like get a second source for this. But I think that yo and rashi can be almost interchangeable sometimes. Yeah. I don't know if rashi is like even more, it needs to be what you heard. Let's go look it up. Let's go confirm this real quick, just so I don't say anything that isn't necessarily true. 1 second. Yo and rashi. Let's see if we can find something good. Wasabi. Wasabi is generally pretty good with these things, I think. Let's go check it out real quick. How to express judgments. We just go through these. Soda, judgments based on appearances. Yeah, so like generally subjective first-hand information. The way something looks, smells, or sounds, whatever. Like, these are pretty much subjective. Yoda mitai da, judgments based on situations. Yeah, I guess, sort of, yo mitai, just seems the summer is hot. 今年の夏は暑いみたい. Well, mitai is also. I feel like Yoda and mitai are pretty much, are very similar. Especially, well, that's not what we're looking for. Soda is based on other people's information. Hearsay. Yeah, so hearsay. Rashi, ambiguous. It expresses both judgments based on situations and other people's information. Sometimes there's not a proper expression. Let's check the following. Don't have to conjugate rashi. Yeah. Rashikunai. Well, you can conjugate rashi, right? Judgments based on hearsay. So, atta so. Yeah. Da so. So, let's see. What are they? The function yoda mita express by situate difference between soda as a form of preferred writing, mita as a casual. I mean, these are not like very detailed. That's an issue I have with wasabi, is that it's not the most detailed, that's for sure. Indicates appearances directly observing, but more certain. Wait, like the first, so indicates appearances you're directly observing, but more certain. David looks like Yoda. Oh, maybe I was wrong, you know? Maybe I am wrong. I can never remember these. I wonder what it is, too. It's like, because I feel like these are... Oh, here's another one. The ba and tara. Is that, like, I've seen a lot of explanations for them, but I can't really remember them that well. And I don't know, because, like, I do a lot of reading and listening and stuff, and it just doesn't seem to matter that much. You know how, like, there's sometimes the meme of, like, just feel? I feel like, man, it's so hot. I'm sweating like crazy. It's 23 degrees, and I'm, like, dying. You know how often people are like, I just feel. I feel like it's really true with these expressions. It's like, I don't think it really impacts you that much to have only, like, a vague understanding of these. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's my brain is just small, which means that it has reached capacity, you know? For any new bit of information that goes in now, an old one has to go bye-bye. That's how it feels like sometimes. So, yeah, because according to this person, is like, Yoda. I don't even know if this is true. I don't know. I feel like at this point, we should look up a Japanese article. We should look up, you know what? Sometimes with these, I don't trust these, well, I kind of trust them enough, but for like the real nuances, often it's like helpful. Yoda to soda no chigai. Yeah, this is a pretty good website, I think. Well, at least I've used it in the past, and it seemed to be correct. Japan Foundation. They have a bunch of these things. I also like this one. Yeah, see, I think this is kind of where I got the 情報習得時の状況. Yeah, see, this is why I thought, yeah. This is why I said what I said, because here it looks quite a bit different, doesn't it? Like, let's compare what they're saying. Because look at this table. It says, soda, right? Soda. And then it says, 情報取得時の状況. The situation you were in when you got the information. So here you have 直接的, which means direct. And then 関心の度合い. This is amount of certainty. I think, right? 関心 means like, 関心, yeah, it means certain. 関心してる, it means to be certain about something. Concern, interest, or wait, am I correct? Oh, no, amount of interest. Oh, interesting. I thought, oh, maybe I'm thinking of am I thinking of kanjin? I'm thinking of kanjin. Crucial. Well, that's even different. Okay, so 関心の度合い. So amount of interest, huh? Okay. See, it's like there's so many different explanations because like all the two other explanations that we looked up didn't even mention this. But okay, 関心が高まる, to grow more interested. Okay, interesting. Well, let's just take their word for it, I guess. So I guess degree of interest. Okay, whatever. And then we have Yoda. So Yoda is listed as 直接 and 間接的, which means direct and indirect. And then 監視ややを to, so kind of big to medium levels of interest, I guess. らしい. やや間接的, which means pretty indirect source of information. And then 関心中 やや小さい. So here it'd be like medium or small levels of interest. Interesting. Let me go through this real quick. 文法を楽しく, yeah, that's just the intro. 皆さんはケーキが好きですか？それとも苦手ですか？では、目の前にあるケーキを見たとき、あなたはどう言うでしょうか？このケーキは美味しそうだ。このケーキは美味しいようだ。このケーキは美味しいらしい。Yeah, so if I just hear these sentences, I feel like このケーキは美味しそうだ. I feel like the first one, right? The first one is definitely just me looking at a thing and judging it. Being like, oh, well, it's a cake. It looks delicious. That's what comes to mind. We'll see if the explanation that I'm going to give here is going to line up with the explanation that they're going to give. When I hear このケーキ美味しいようだ, it seems kind of like more distant. It's like you're 美味しいようだ, like you're like, well, it seems kind of seems tasty, but it's almost like less. I wouldn't say like certain, but it's like it feels like you're not making the judgment based on just the way it looks. And then このケーキは美味しいらしい. That almost seems like you've just been told it's delicious. It's like you're not really expressing your own feelings at the time, right? You're just saying 美味しいらしい. So here it could be maybe because the place you're at is famous for making cake, but you don't really know. That's what it sounds like to me. So let's say how they explain it. 美味しそうだ。このソーダはソーダのソーダ. Or wait, this would be like, do you read this as 様態 or whatever? 様態, yeah, form situation. 様態, interesting. Okay. このソーダは様態のソーダと呼ばれる. So it's called a situational. 美味しいようだ、美味しいらしいはいずれも話し手がケーキを見て情報を得て考えて想像し判断して葉っぱ Wait, 発話 Do you say 発話 Okay, 発話 Interesting. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. 発話した表現です。よく外国の方々からそうだ、ようだらしいの使い分けが分かりにくいという声を聞きます。今回はこの3つを中心に想像して判断する表現を取り上げます。それぞれの文法的な説明については表2を参照してください。Okay, cool. So they're saying that there's 3 different, basically grammars, I guess. 3 different words, soda, yoda, and rashi. They're about expressing, well, they're about getting information and then thinking about the information and then making a judgment about what you have in your brain, essentially, and voicing that judgment. And then often people from abroad say that these are difficult to differentiate. So we're going to look at how they are differentiated. 今、情報を得て想像して判断すると言いましたが、それについて少し考えてみましょう。So they just said that right now we said that you got some information and then you imagined it and you made a decision. But let's think about that a bit more. 情報を得ることは、その情報を得た時の状況、つまり情報取得時の状況と、その情報に話し手はどの程度、関心があるのかという関心の度合いの2つに分けて考えます。So it's interesting. I feel like these grammar points, you could find 5 different explanations that are completely different, but kind of similar, but like focusing on different things, and they're all kind of correct and they're all kind of wrong, but I don't know. But we're just going to go with this one. And then maybe you'll find one that actually disagrees with this one. I don't know. But yeah, this is, at least it's detailed. I like to, because here's the difference, okay? The difference between this and the other one we looked at on Wasabi is that Wasabi had like one paragraph saying, this is what it means. And this one here has reasoning, which at least I like to hear the reasoning from like a native source. Which is nice. So at least you can kind of listen through, you can kind of be guided through the thought process, which is nice. So this is probably going to at least give us more insight about how maybe a Japanese person would think about these concepts, even though they may or may not be 100% accurate. I mean, this is from the Japan Foundation, which is also in charge of the JLPT. So I hope it would be correct enough, right? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, they're saying here that there's 2 things that matter essentially, which is the situation at the time when you got the information. So what situation were you in when you received the information? Hey, Kao. And the other thing that's important is your degree of concern, like how much you're kind of concerned about that information or the situation. 情報取得時の状況. So this the situation when you received the information. ケーキを換金に見るとき、ケーキの色、形もよく見え、匂いも嗅ぐことができますね。場合によってはちょっと触ることもできるかもしれません。一方、ケーキを、店先のショーケースの中で見た場合、テレビで見た場合、写真で見た場合、また人からケーキの話を聞いた場合などは少しケーキから離れていると言えるでしょう。前者は情報取得時の状況が直接的、後者は間接的になります。Alright, so this is just sort of explaining the differentiation between direct interaction and an indirect interaction. So essentially they're saying, well, if you saw the cake, they're still talking about this cake, obviously. The cake is the example. If you were looking at the cake from a close distance, well, you would see its color, 色、形もよく見え, right? You were able to clearly see its color and shape. 匂いも嗅ぐことができますね. And you could even smell what it smells like. And then, depending on the situation, you might even be able to touch it. 振ることもできるかもしれません. Like, you might even be able to give it a little boop, give it a little touchy touch, you know? Just put your finger right in there into that cake and then get thrown out of the store. That's how it goes. 一方 means on the other hand. ケーキの店先のショーケース So they're talking about, on the other hand, you may have only seen the cake in the 店先の or is it? Yeah, no, it's Misesaki, I think. Showcase no naka de mita bai. So you might only have been looking at the cake in the showcase of the store. You might have seen it on TV or in a picture, or you might have heard about this cake from someone else. Either way, you were separated from it. So this is the distinction of 直接的, direct, and 間接的, indirect. Is this about past tense? No, I got a question about Rashi and Yoda, and it came up, and I talked about it. So then I was like, we should, because I'm never 100% sure about how to explain the difference. Whenever I talk about Soda, Yoda, and Rashi, I always go look it up just to be sure. Because honestly, it's kind of like a subtle thing, and like it's kind of this like just feel, don't think about it too much thing. But if I want to give like accurate information, then it's always good to go read about it, I think. Or I guess if you fully remember the distinctions, then you can just talk about it. But we're talking about essentially, because all 3 of these, Soda, Yoda, and Rashi, are all about voicing sort of your judgments of a situation or an object or a person or whatever, right? It could be anything. So yeah, and this article is cool because it's long and that sounds so vacuous. No, this article is cool because it's a bit more detailed. It actually reasons out the whole thing. Like it gives you examples, but it also gives you reasoning, which is kind of rare in especially for if you're looking at like if you're looking at a lot of like articles written in English. Sometimes they're really quick. They're like, this is what that means. And that's fine if you're just trying to learn it. But because we're trying to find the clear distinction, it's always nice to have a bit more reasoning. So which this has, obviously. 関心の度合い. So here's the degree of interest, which is interesting. I've never really thought about like how much it interests you. I guess it's like how direct you're connected to it. 一方、ケーキを見たり聞いたりした時の話し手の気持ちや状態も重要です。お腹がとても空いている。ケーキが大好きだ。ケーキが食べたかったという人もいるでしょうし、一方で甘いもの好きじゃない。好きじゃない。Where am I? だからケーキも好きじゃない。今はお腹がいっぱいだという人もいるでしょう。前者の場合をそのものに対して関心の度合いが高い。後者の関心の度合いが低いと考えることにしましょう。Alright, so now they're differentiating between, again, how much you're directly interested in it. Like your 関心の度合い, your degree of interest. So they're saying, well, maybe when you were getting the information about the cake, you were hungry, or you were like, you love cake, or you like sweet things. You wanted to eat the cake. Or, on the other hand, maybe you don't like sweet things, you don't like cake, or you're full, you're not hungry, so you don't want to eat the cake. So that's how we're going to differentiate. 様態、そうだ、そしてようだらしいの使い分けは情報取得時の状況と関心の度合いに大きく変わりますが、どちらかというと関心の度合いがより大きく影響すると思われます。なぜなら友達からケーキをもらって手にしても情報取得時の状況が直接的、食べたくない関心度が低い時もあるし、逆に話を聞いただけで情報取得時の状況が間接的、よだれが出てくる関心度が高いことも、あるからです。OK。関心の度合いが高い。I think関心度が高い。関心の度合いが高い。So, man, okay, we're getting more... okay, it's getting a little bit more complex now because they're kind of saying that it's definitely not a clear-cut thing. So, to understand the differentiation between those three words, そうだ、ようだ、らしい, we need to think about the situation when you got the information, but also, again, how much it concerned you. So, for example, and then they say, どちらかというと, if we had to pick, then we would say, 関心の度合いがより大きく影響すると思われます。と思われます is a way of saying it is fair to say, or it can be said that it's like fair to believe that, right? It's a way for, you will see this a lot in articles, like net articles or whatever, when people talk about their opinions, but they are kind of saying like they consider this a fact. So it's like と思われます, which means like, well, it can be thought that, sort of saying that this is how it's generally understood, right? This is what we think of common sense, right? So they're saying that your degree of interest is actually of greater importance than the situation when you heard the information. And they're saying, for example, you could have heard about the cake from a friend, but you don't want it at all. Or you could, on the other hand, you could have 逆に話を聞いただけでよだれが出てくる. Yeah. Or on the other hand, hey, Micah, on the other hand, you could have just heard about the cake, right? But not directly at all. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I messed this one up. It's not that you heard about the cake from a friend. It's 友達からケーキをもらって手にしても, right? You got cake from a friend and you literally have it in your hand. So, you know, you could get cake from a friend literally into your hands, just directly there. So it's very direct, but you don't want to eat it. So that's direct, but you don't care. And then the other one is indirect. You hear about it, but you're drooling because you want to eat it so much. So it's indirect, but you care a lot, right? We get cake. I hope so. We're all caked up in here. By the way, Can you read the text or should I zoom in more? Because I think it's probably fine. If you, at least if you have it in full screen, it should be more than fine. But maybe if you don't, it's not going to be as fine. Zoom a bit. Is that better? I think that's probably good. Gimu? I can read Gimu, yeah. Gimu is not all that uncommon, right? 私の義務。So, 三者を比較すると次のようになるでしょう。So here, they're comparing the three, right? This is the table we looked at first. It's that table of direct information versus indirect information and caring a lot versus not caring that much. I mean, on screen chat. Well, it's a bit of an unfortunate thing. Like, if I do this, now I can definitely read it. Gimu. I can read it very clearly, even though it's very tiny for me, but I can read it. But on the very bright background, I will say it is not ideal. But I don't know how to deal with that because I can't just like dynamically change the color of the font or something like that. Right. So we have this table. So here the basic table they give is soda for when you have direct information and you care, which usually means you are interacting with the object or you have like very much first-hand information. So you're looking at it, smelling it, touching it, whatever. And you care. Kansin dai. Lots of you are interested. Yoda for it could be direct or indirect information. So, you know, could be something you've heard, could be just a situation kind of telling you that that's what's happening. Or it could be direct and you're pretty interested. And it's like pretty interesting to you and it's like medium. And then rashi is pretty removed. Like it's probably not direct information. So either you've heard about it from someone or you're kind of have a vague idea about it. And the care for the situation for you is medium to low. Now, I think the reason instead of a drop shadow might be better. I tried the outline, but you'd be surprised because this font, I might need to tweak the size of it because if you look at like a T, which will look kind of like this, right? Let's see, that's a T, right? This diameter here, from here to here, that's only like 2 to 3 pixels. And in CSS, the minimum amount I can give a border is 1 pixel, which means that the border will basically fill out like most of the character and it will look really weird. And I've tried this and it doesn't really look the way you would expect it to. So the only thing I think I can do is make it a lot bigger and then put a thing around it. Or maybe I can put the outline on the outside, but I don't actually know what the CSS for that is. But no, the outside won't work because then it will mess with the kerning of the font, so that's not good either. I'm just saying, I tried to put an outline, but you'd be surprised how tiny this is actually. It's only like a few pixels. It's like 3 or 4 pixels at 1080p. So yeah, at most 3, I would say, for like the letters. It's not that many. So having a stroke inwards with the outline, it's like it messes with the way the font looks quite a lot. It looks really weird. I was surprised too, but even just 1 pixel seems like too much. You would want to have like half a pixel, but you can't really do that, I don't think. All right, sorry, I got distracted here. I wanted to say something about this kansin no doi. I think the reason also they mentioned this is because, like, when you use rashi, often it kind of sounds like you don't care that much. You know, rashi is kind of a thing you say when you're like, nah. You're like, yeah, I guess. You know, they say that's the case. They're like, このケーキ美味しいらしいよ. There's like, meh, I've heard this cake's pretty good. It's like, it really doesn't sound like you care that much, you know? Yeah. Let's see what we have. So here's a 会話. おでんを作ったんだけど、見てくれる? I made おでん. Will you take a look? 鍋の中を覗く. 美味しいね. We have like scene instructions. That's good, right? So, alright. Looks into the pot. 美味しそうね. 美味しそうね. Like, looks delicious. どう? 箸でつつきながら他のはいいけど大根はまだ硬いよね. Okay. So, つつきながら. So, she is poking it with the chopsticks. 箸でつつきながら. I guess it would be 箸でつつきながら. So, poking it with the chopsticks, she's like, 他のはいいけど大根はまだまだ大根はまだ硬いようだ。硬いよね. The other stuff seems fine, but the daikon seems to still be pretty hard. 大根は柔らかくなるのに時間がかかるらしいから、発話の順番を1、2.3 で、表します。表します。A は A、2は A の2つ目の会話ということです。以下同様。OK。Wait, what does it say? 順番を1、2.3。Whatever. I don't think this matters that much. OK。会話1では B は鍋の中を直接見て、湯気や匂いから直感的に美味しそうだ。B と言いました。B1。OK。B は B1 と言いました。Cool. Alright. His daikon is hard. Listen, it does happen. You just need to boil a bit longer. It'll be fine. So, in the conversation, in conversation 1, right, person B is looking at the pot directly. They can smell the hot water, they can smell everything, and they're saying, 美味しそうだ. Like, it looks delicious, right? It seems delicious because they have all this direct information. 次に B2 で大根の色の具合からまた箸で触ってみて少し硬いと思ったので硬いようだと言いました。And then in B2, right, because they looked at the color of the daikon and they poked it with the chopsticks, they thought it was kind of hard. So she said, or they said, I think it's a she, right? Yeah. So she said, 硬いようだ. Seems still hard. と言いました。食べたいという気持ちより大根の状態を間接的に伝えようとしたと思われます。Okay, so the explanation they're using here for why use Yoda and not soda is because the feeling of that she wants to eat it was kind of overwhelmed by the fact that she only had indirect information about the daikon, which means that, like, she didn't know for a fact, right? She didn't have any direct information about the state of the daikon because she couldn't touch it directly, but she could look at the color of it, and she was touching it with the chopsticks. So you're saying, well, from everything that I know, it seems like it's still hard. So that's why it's like less direct than if she was able to, let's say, cut it open and touch it with her hands, I guess. So it's like, it's not the most direct thing. So that's why they're saying, like, well, maybe, like, she was using Yoda. By the way, they don't mention this here. I think it's also fine if she had said kata soda, right? Like, that would have been fine too, probably. These are not usually like hard rules for like, oh, you can only use this or you can only use that. It's just that depending on the kind of feeling you want to convey, this is something that is always important to keep in mind, is that at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it's not about really like what are all the sort of empirical rules for what I should say. It's more about what is the feeling you want to convey. That's something you need to keep in mind when you think about things such as choice of word or phrasing, things like that. It's usually, grammar is a part of it. But when you're reading a book and the author is using a word, oftentimes the reason is greatly influenced just by the emotion that, or the feeling or the concept that the author wants to convey. It's like they may use a word not because it's grammatically accurate or only because it's grammatically appropriate or whatever. It might also just be because that felt like the right word to use. And it's the same with these kinds of things. Maybe if she wanted to convey more certainty about it, she could have said kata soda. Like, she could have said, like, it seems it's still hard, to sort of be more like, well, not even like certain about it, but to just like give a different feeling. I guess it's like a slight change in certainty. That's what I feel like. The soda versus Yoda. It sounds like a little bit more like you feel like that's what it is. But yeah. Alright, B3 では先に大根が硬いと言ってしまったので A を慰めるような感じで大根が煮えるまでに時間がかかることを人から聞いたように伝えています。聞いたように。We have ように。Okay. 伝えています。このらしいの情報を聞いたという意味で伝聞のそうだとよく似ています。Okay, so then the explanation for the last phrase here, 大根は柔らかくなるのに時間がかかるらしいから。So apparently it takes a while for daikon to cook to be soft, is what she's saying. And the explanation they're giving is, well, because B just said that it's still hard, A wants to sort of console them, right? 慰めるような感じで、大根が煮えるまでに時間がかかることを人から聞いたように伝えています。So they're now relaying this information that they've heard from other people about how, well, it takes a long time to cook daikon. They're like, well, I've been told this and I kind of know this from other people. It's like, yeah, don't worry. It takes a long time to cook daikon until it's soft. このらしいは情報を聞いたという意味での伝聞のソーダによく似ています。And then they're also comparing it here to the soda you would use for direct hearsay. So the soda would be something like 時間がかかるそうだ。Yeah. かかりそうだ。かかるそうだ。I think that's the difference, right? You would say for the relaying information, for hearing information, you would say yeah, 時間がかかるそうだ, which would be I've heard that. And then the other one would be かかりそうだ. Like it seems to be taking some time. That would be the difference for those. So they're saying that this らしい is actually very similar to the soda you have for hearsay. Here's another conversation. たくさんの人が並んでいるね。あ、3D 映画をやってるんだ。3D 映画は面白いんだそうだ。面白いそうだ。Sorry, I'm messing this up. 3D 映画は面白いそうだ。らしいよ。This is, so here they're using the hearsay, which when I read this, right? When you read this, the feeling you should immediately get is like, oh, this person is not speaking from personal experience, right? That's the feeling I get when I hear this. 3D 映画は面白いそうだ。面白いらしいよ。When you hear this, it's like, oh, this person is just relaying what they've heard. Like, this person is relaying other people's experiences, but not their own. Because, well, if it was their own experience, if they knew, right? Because if they knew it was fun, they would phrase it differently. They would say something like, 面白いよ. Because then it would be like, well, I think it's interesting, so I'm relaying this directly. Like, they are interesting. If the person would have said, 3D 映画は面白そうだ, then it would seem more like that seems more like they're excited about it personally. 面白そうだ. Like, oh, that seems fun. So it's more like they, and this actually, that's like an interesting example because when I say this, what I feel is when someone says 面白そうだ, it sounds like they're excited about it. But you don't necessarily, do you need like direct information to be excited about it? I don't know. It's kind of, that's a weird, isn't that kind of a weird example to consider? Let's think about like 3D 映画面白そうだ. Because that seems like you've kind of observed the information and you're interested, you want to check it out. Maybe it's that 関心の度合い that they talk about, like the amount of interest you have. Because when I hear 面白そうだ, it seems like you're very interested. So the 関心の度合い, I guess that's what they said about how the amount of interest is really what influences it more. So when you say そうだ, it really sounds like you're super interested. You're like, well, that seems really interesting. Like to you personally, right? It's this sort of like I said, it's this subjective feeling kind of thing. そうらしいね. And then yeah, they're just confirm. But here they're just here they're using hearsay. They're saying 面白いそうだらしいよ, which is very sort of it's more like I guess taking a step back, saying other people have said that it's interesting, which is like I've heard it's fun. Is essentially what they're saying. They're like, I've heard that's pretty fun. You know, I was told it's pretty fun. And then the other person is そうらしいよ, which is saying like, oh yeah, I've heard the same thing. It's essentially what they're saying. Thanks for following. Wait, who followed? Jasper. Thanks for following Jasper Carl. フォローありがとうございます。Yeah. 今までの形容詞、美味しい、硬いなどを使って、そうだ、ようだ、らしいを考えました。次に動詞の場合を取り上げます。Alright, so here's an example with verbs. Because here they're saying we've been using adjectives, so now let's use a verb. 空を見上げて。雨が降りそうですね。午後から降るようですね。降るようですよ。天気予報でそう言ってましたか？午後から天気が崩れるらしいです。Okay, so here we have kind of like going down the tree of directness, I guess. This is exactly that example of, this is exactly the same example I gave with 霧が出る, which is like, well, you look at the sky and you're like, well, it's about to rain. Because you're directly observing something and you're making a judgment based on just the information you're directly getting right now, right? You're just saying like, you're looking up at the sky and like, well, it seems like it's going to rain. And then the other person is saying, 午後から 降るようですよ. Which means, yeah, apparently it's gonna rain from the afternoon. Or it's this like in between thing between apparently and I think that it's kind of, I guess you could say, I think it's gonna rain in the afternoon. And then person A is saying again, 天気予報でそう言ってましたか? Did they say that on the weather report? And then person B is, 午後から天気が崩れるらしいです. Which is, yeah, they said that in the afternoon the weather will deteriorate. 崩れる means to deteriorate, to crash, to go bad, right? All right, I think we don't need to read all this. What do we need to read? This seems almost a bit too... Oh, this is how to form these expressions, which I've kind of mentioned, I think. Yeah, so we can kind of go in a quick succession here. Also, thanks for following The Guardian. The Guardian. Double N. So it mentions the stem. Right. So I can give you that. 動詞だ。名詞だ。次に、名詞だ。非常比較語 non-past 比較の場合はのようだ雨のようだ OK だな元気ようなようで春のよう OK らしい is just 名詞だらしい犬だ、らしいだただし名詞だけどようだらしいいやいやそうだRight, and this is just densen soda. Okay, so the big difference is that for like soda, let's do like the easy one, right? We have let's use a bunch of words. Let's use one word we're going to use is 食べる. We're going to use おいしい because why not? おいしい. And then we might use a noun 犬. Why did I put two? Inu. So for soul, if we wanted to say soul, right? And the soul meaning seems like, I'm making the judgment that, personally, I feel that, right? I'm making a judgment. Let me give you a bit of a more pleasant background for this. So let's do gray. There we go. And then we should probably change this color because it's not the... Oops, that's not what I wanted. It's probably not the best color for you to look at, so let's try that again in a different color that's a bit nicer, like this nice blue. 食べる the verb, the adjective おいしい 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 and 犬 There we go. So for soda, right, if we wanted soda, which is soda seems. So we would have which for 食べる is 食べsoda. We just use the stem. For this type of soda seems, we would use the stem form, and it's the must stem usually. 聞きそう食べそう読みそう yeah, whatever, right? Soda. By the way, a common version of a common probably the combination here is also the potential form. So for example, 食べれそうだ which is 食べれる or 食べられる right? 食べられそうだ 食べられそう would be a common one because you're making a judgment about your own abilities at that point. So when someone asks you like 全部食べられる you're like 食べられそうだ It's kind of like, can you eat all of this? And you're saying, I think I can eat all of this. Like, it seems like I could eat all this. So you're making a judgment. You're making it seems like state about your own abilities is very common. Like, 読めそうだ. Like, I think I can read this, right? That's pretty common. Those forms are pretty common, I would say. For adjectives, for e-adjectives, it would just be, we've seen it a few times in the article, おいし stem form, right? おいしそうだ. Like that. おいしそうだ seems delicious. So you just get rid of the last e, right? For the e adjective. That's the stem. And then for nouns, you would say だそうだ I think. Wait. Let's consult the article so I'm not telling you anything wrong, but let's say what it says. 名詞そうだ否定形形ブラブラ動詞名詞 Does it mention where's the 名詞 そうだわ。名詞にとてもに、yeah, 名詞とともには用いられない。Yeah, I was about to say, like, can you even use it? Because I don't think it can. Yeah. Okay, 子供そうだ。のくみそうだは子供のようだ。子供らしい。ようだらしいになる。Okay. So, yeah, good thing I looked it up before I told you anything that was wrong, because I was feeling weird about that thing. So, it turns out that soda with seems is actually not used with nouns at all. So, you would have to use no yoda to say it's like, yeah, or rashi. So, soda is actually for it seems like, it's not used with nouns at all. It's just, you just can't do it. Yeah. For na adjectives, it's just the word and then soda, right? So shizuka soda, which seems quiet. So then for yo, it's very similar, just that for the verb, right? You have, well, it's similar but different. You don't use the stem, you just use the normal form. So for taberu, it becomes taberu yo. Taberu yo, right? You just add it to its normal form. You can add it to negatives. Tabenai yo da, right? You can say that too. For oishii, it's just oishii yo. Oishii yo da, right? Just full normal form. Yo da. So you can also, sometimes you can leave out the da, but we're just going to leave it in for now. Just, I mean, it makes it consistent. Oishii yo da. And then for nouns, you always have to put the no. Yoda. And for na adjectives, you have the na. Shizuka na yoda. You have na yoda, right? For na adjectives. And then for rashi is just basically the same as yo in this case. So taberu rashi. So it's literally, it works the same way as yo. Except for na adjectives, I guess, and nouns. So taberu would be the same. Taberu rashi. Like this. But then for e adjectives, it's also the same. It's just adding it to it. Oishii rashi, right? Oishii rashi. That's how you would phrase that. But then for nouns, it's just inu rashi, which is like a dog. I feel like for nouns, these words are almost a little bit different. But yeah, I guess you could say seems like a dog. Inu rashi. Yeah, I guess seems like. It still works. Inu rashi. So no. And for na adjectives, also no na. Not shizuka na rashi. It's shizuka rashi, right? Just no and no na. That's the difference for this one. And then I will mention one more where you have one more thing, which is mitai. You may have seen. So mitai is basically just a more spoken version of yoda, as far as I think. You can basically plug in mitai whenever it's yoda. It's kind of the same thing. You know, from the famous song, Baka mitai, homa baka ne, like that, right? Mitai. It's mitai. Mitai is basically yoda, but it's a bit more of spoken language rather than written language, though you can find it in both. But yeah, mitai is basically on the same wavelength as yoda. Mitai itself acts a little bit like, it would act more like the way you would conjugate, or not conjugate, the way you would use it is a lot more, I guess, like rashi, because you would say taberu mitai. Though, yeah, taberu mitai, you would say taberu mitai. Like seems like eating, seems like eat. It's kind of, I feel like often, maybe it's just a feeling I get. Taberu, it seems like more like you would use it with teiru, I guess. Tabeteru mitai, which is like, oh, it seems like they're eating, but they're not, maybe. So when you're like making comparisons, but you're saying like, that's what it seems like, but it's not really that. Tabeteru mitai. It's like, it's like they're eating, but they're not. That's kind of what that feels like to me when you're saying something like that. And then for e adjectives, oishii mitai. Like seems delicious. Shizuka mitai. So no, na again. And for things again, no. So inu mitai, like a dog, right? So the way it attaches to words is actually more like rashi, but its meaning I think is a little bit more like yo. So there you go. That's it. I think we're done. I think we're good. We just had like a full like 1 hour or whatever grammar session. Are you still awake? Hello? Did you survive? I'm gonna have a little bit more of my whiskey now. I think we earned it. Did you know that we're playing Persona? Isn't that wild? Mm. I hope you like that. Well, there we go. That was our quick excursion. All grammar, no game today. Yeah, Rockin will be happy. He likes these because he makes videos. He can make good YouTube videos out of them. Clap. Great information presentation. Well, thank you. I thought before I say vague information, it'd probably be worth to do a deep dive on this, because yeah. But I feel like, okay, here's the thing: is that I feel like I was kind of right when the initial thing, which is like, because they literally gave the same example. But then when I looked up the English explanations, I feel like I was like getting gaslit into thinking I was completely off. But then when I read the Japanese explanation, I felt like I was kind of right again. So I don't know at this point. Don't include this part in the video, Rockin. It'll make them think I don't know what I'm talking about. Just don't include this part. But I feel like I'm getting gaslit sometimes, you know, because I explained the kiri ga deru as kiri ga deru soda, as I looked out the window and it seems like there will be fog, and kiri ga deru yoda as I heard it on the news report, so it seems like there will be fog. And they literally gave the same example of ame ga furiso and furu yoda. So now I feel like I kind of got it right. Yeah, I don't know. Listen. It is what it is. Reiji da. It is midnight is what it is. Day and night. Kiri ga deteiru. There's fog. Get fogged. I'm all fogged up inside. Oh, dude. I cooked water and I completely forgot about it. I cooked water because I was gonna make another tea for myself, but I just completely forgot. Well, at this point, it's kind of late, so I don't think I need to make tea. It has caffeine in it too, so I'll just drink my whiskey. That's much superior. 真夜中テレビには誰も映らない。No one's in 真夜中テレビ。久保光雄はあの後、警察どうなっているのだろうか。警察でどうなっているのだろうか。Bleh, I'm lulling. I wonder what happened with Mitsuo, yeah. 外は霧が立ち込めている。You know what's difficult is that you have kiri, but then there's also shimo, right? Shimo. Yeah, there's shimo as well, which is like frost. And there's one more, which is, I know it's from Kasumu, right? Kasumu? Yeah, this one. Kasumi. Yeah, there's also Kasumi. And they all look kind of similar too. Oh, that's an alternate kanji for Kasumi. Oh, okay. Maybe I should keep that in mind. Why am I hidden? Oh, it's because I'm not using the right thing. Wow, look at that. Okay. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, there's just these different ones. Okay. 外は霧が立ち込めている. I'll read the rest of it like this. Would you like that? Take a chance on me, honey, I'm still free. Ooh, music. 今日は警察の動きを待つしかない。今日は何をしようか。Is it still holidays? It's not raining anymore, so. 夏祭り? Oh, 夏祭り. How long are holidays? 花火大会. Does it not say when holidays start? Oh, what is this? 授業. This would be 授業式, right? 始業式かな? So this is when. So we still have a lot of time in holidays. Maybe we can. I hope I can advance some of my commues. I mean, that would be nice. That would be pretty nice. Freaking nice. So yes, I will go outside. Aren't we all glad that we have games so we can go outside in the game so we don't actually have to leave our house in real life? Because let's be honest, that would be super lame. I mean, come on. Puchisoru, nice. Wall paprika. Wall paprika. Okay. I will buy it. これで Okay, cool. Since I have to play games myself, they're much easier this way. I don't even play games by myself that much anymore. I feel like I have like higher numbers of playtime at this point on stream than I have off stream. It's a sickness of the mind, I tell you. I sometimes think about playing games and then I don't because I tell myself like, oh, I could play this on stream. But then I don't because, you know, I don't know. Okay. Okay, where should we go? Off to new adventures. Ar yar dibbity doo. Inabashi. I really wonder if we'll find any people. Oh, finally! Finally! Mari! We should play this. We should spend time with Mari. We need to spend that time, that quality time. Ah, kita. I mean, hey, they didn't hire Hanazawa Kana for nothing. We might as well. あのね、玉を探す前に行きたいとこあるの。She has somewhere she wants to go. 景気つけっていうのしたいんだ。いいでしょ。景気つけ, right? Is the whiskey kicking in already? Listen, the whiskey has been kicking in for a while. You just didn't notice because I was talking about grammar. Keiki. It's keiki, right? Yeah, keiki. Keiki! The cake is back. We were just talking about keiki earlier. Keiki-zuke. Putting life into. Animating. Cheering up. Okay? So she wants to go cheer up something or someone. Truly, talking about grammar was a sobering experience. マリはどこか行きたい場所があるようだ。マリとはそろそろ仲が深まりそうだ。深まりそうだ。There it is, the soda again. The soda be poppin'. 昼間はマリと過ごしますか? Yeah, I will spend it with her. Thank you very much. Yes. 嬉しそうだ. There's a lot of sodas. We're gonna try not to notice them as hard. Because now it's frequency illusion all the way down, okay? You're gonna notice them everywhere. Because we've just been half an hour or an hour or so talking about them, so now you're just gonna see them just everywhere you go. 早く行きたい。早くね、連れてってよ。マリーと一緒に目的の場所へ向かうことにした。Alright. Oh, she's back at 惣菜大学。Have we heard this song before? I don't remember hearing this song. It's kind of a bop. Hey, yo. Kind of nice. マリーにせがまれて、ビフテキ串を食べやがっ。Is it 串? 串刺し, right? Wait. Kushi. I think it's kushi. Yeah, it is kushi. Okay, I just wasn't sure, but it is kushi. It's just like a skewer. I'm going to skewer you. Skew you. Proxy. Oh, cool. It's the word for proxy, huh? Proxy server. Kushi. I guess it's kushi. マリーにせがまれてビフテキ串を食べにやってきた。Alright, so we're eating some beef skewer, beef steak, whatever. キリュウくんとマリーちゃんじゃん。あは、また会っちゃったね。いや、みんないるか。みんないるし、クマまで。先輩。んなとこ何してんすか？ずるい。何かみんな集まってるし。私も呼んでくれたっていいと思うけどな。仲間たちが全員集まってしまったようだ。マリオを交える right? 交える。I feel like this word, this kanji has so many readings. 交える。Yeah, 交える。There's also 混ざる and there's like a bunch of others. But yeah, 交える。Cool. Yeah, there's cow. There's just too many. We need to reduce, simplify. Isn't that a programming pattern? It's like reduce, map, filter, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. 交えてみんなと楽しい一時を過ごした or ひととき。Remember when we read this whole article about the difference between ichiji and hitotoki, and at the end of it, I still didn't know really what the difference was, even though the article was like, we're gonna talk about the difference, and then they were like, it's kind of the same, and I was like, oh, thanks. 暗くなったので、みんなと別れ、マリーを、ベルベットルームへ送っていた。Cool.
いや
Hey, by the way, if you're watching the YouTube stream and you're like, wow, this person is like pretty good, like the stream, okay? Thanks. Remember to like the stream. I don't know if it helps, but I mean, you know, it probably doesn't not help. So that's what you should do, is you should like the stream. いやー、すごいっすね。こんだけで大トロあんま見ないっすね。OK。
祝う時くらい豪勢に行かないとな。
祝う？何か祝うことでもあるのは？
お祝い？
あ、事件の解決っていうかっていうこと？
ああ、ほら、あれだ。
あれ？
相手は誰でもよかった。ムカついた。主役になりたかったなどと供述しており。
Okay, so just now on the TV, they're probably talking about the case. So they're saying like, it didn't matter who it was. They were annoying.
少年は犯行は認めているものの、反省の色は全く見られないということです。
So he admits to it, but he's not really reflecting. He doesn't seem to show any signs of remorse.
他にも少年の供述は多くの点で一貫性がなく、支離滅裂で精神鑑定が必要との指摘もあり。
Apparently, a lot of the stuff he says is all over the place, and they're saying psychological evaluation will be
警察
needed.
では事件の全容解明に向け、なお慎重な対応を迫られそうです。
Okay, and the police is moving forward to make everything public, and they're trying to respond like carefully, I guess. Yeah.
実は立件にこぎつけるの大変だったんだよ。
Okay. 立件にこぎつけるの大変だった。So it was troublesome trying to establish the case.
状況証拠だけで困ってたんだけどさ。
Yeah, not a lot of
被
proof,
害
I
者の
presume.
服から容疑者の指紋が出てやっと立件できたんだよね。
Oh, they could finally establish the case because they found fingerprints from the suspect on the victim's clothing.
いやー、すごいね、科学捜査って。
Forensics is quite a
布から指
thing.
紋取れるなんて普通思わないっしょ。
I think they can do that, right? Can you do that? I don't know if you can do that. I feel like you could. Feels like just about taking fingerprints off fabric. Probably. I don't know.
もうこんな怖いことは起きないから安心しなさい。
I don't know. We should probably knock on wood for that one, huh? The clothes made of fabric? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can you do that? Listen, I'm no forensicist. I'm no forensic expert. Expert level forensic master. The forensientology. Forensiology. Forensicist. Take them from the buttons. I mean, I'm sure there are places. There must be places on clothing that you can't take fingerprints from, even if it's not from the fabric. They didn't say fabric. They said good, which is just clothing. So maybe I'm talking out of me. Maybe I'm talking out of me behind. Arr. We should get a pirate to join me on stream, whatever that means. If I was a pirate, I would be free. Free from all my worries. But also I would have scurvy, which is not nice, I hear. I haven't had it though. There's why I would use rashi when I was talking about scurvy, because I don't have any first-hand information about it. I was only told it's bad. But then, you know... So he's paying for stuff, am I right?
高校生のくせに連続殺人。それも死体ぶら下げるなんて。発想が大胆すぎますよ。
Oh, he's basically saying like, man, like this guy's just crazy, right? Like high school kid, but he's like a serial killer hanging bodies from like power poles. Alright, but yeah, good we caught him. Yeah, what if we just let him go? Like what if we had let him free? Dojo's basically saying like, let's stop talking about it. It's okay, Adachi. I get it though. I get it. Eat! Eat the food. That's a good phrase to remember, by the way. Okotoba ni amaete, which means like I will take you up on your offer. I will oblige, stuff like that.
あれ、ななこちゃん、お寿司嫌いなの?
Don't like sushi.
わさび入ってる。
I mean, you ate that like spicy stuff that Chia made, so, and you're okay.
Ah, そうか。サビ抜き頼むの忘れてたな。
Oh, not Dojima being a bad dad again. I can't take any more of it. 心臓が破裂しそう。Wasabi on another level. The other stuff was literally like red. It looked like lava. But I guess. No, Dojima, why? Why are you being a bad dad again? It's not good.
じゃあわさび取ってやるから。どれくんだ？
Yeah, take off the wasabi. Okay, good. We got over the. I was like, because like the Dojima. Listen, I'm not gonna be too mean to Dojima because the guy's working like 25 hours a day, but it's kind of annoying that he keeps forgetting to think things all the way through when it concerns his daughter. But okay, he'll take the wasabi out of the stuff.
渋いな、ななこちゃん。あ、じゃあ僕はウニで。
Uni, sea urchin.
あ、ウニは1個しかないだろう。
Only one uni.
甘いっすよ。
And now there's 0.
早い者勝ち。
早い者勝ち. True. You gotta be quick in today's economy. 久々に騒がしい夕食だ. Alright. 久保は犯行を認め、ついに立件された。事件はこれで解決したのだろうか。So yeah, he was arrested and he admitted it, so I guess the case is closed. もうすぐ夏祭りだ。And it's the festival soon. あ、もしもし、里中です。さっきジュネス行って、さっきジュネス行って花村にあったんだ。でね、ジュネスって今、バイトの人が足りなくて困ってんだって。多分明日あたり、キリオくんに泣きついてくると思うよ。心の友よとか言って。あんまりかわいそうだから、私も明日から1週間やるつもり。キリオくんも一緒にやんない？考えといてね。電話を切れ、電話を、いや、Why this when calling with friends? Wait, can I go back? 明日からジュネスのアルバイトをしようか。Sorry, I can't go back now. What did she use this for? Because I feel like... Satonaka desu. Oh, when she was introducing herself? Satonaka desu. I don't know. That's probably just more like picking up the phone kind of thing. Where she's like, Satonaka desu. It's just like when you're introducing yourself with the... Because did she use this all the way through? I don't think she did. I think it was just to say her name. Am I crazy? I don't have everything in my head right now. Ate wasabi without knowing was torture. Huh, okay. Just the name? Yeah, then it's probably just like a phone thing where you feel inclined to be a little bit formal when you pick up, like, just say your name. Like, that's probably more like a... It's more like a reflex kind of thing to be like, Satonaka desu. Like, that's just how you announce yourself on the phone in general. Like, you don't really change it all that much, right? But yeah, that's really why there. It's just sort of like you're introducing yourself. It's just kind of you're being formal for the sake of it. そういえば今週は通販で買い物をしていない。I don't. Anyway, so Satonaka was talking about how Yosuke is looking for part-timers to work at Junes. So he's probably gonna come crawling to us. He's gonna come crying to us. I need new jobs. I'm not working. It's all summer vacation. We need work. Just help out. Please. That's what he's gonna say. And then we're gonna be like, sure. Well, it depends on how much you pay. It all depends on that sweet, sweet Kyuryo. Isn't it funny how Kyuryo and cutie is kind of similar? Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, baby, I just wanna set the world on fire. Where's Muddy? Rank 5. What rank do I need to get her to? Rank something. We should probably catch up a little bit on the Muddy ranks. Let's be honest. I feel like summer vacation, they basically give that one to me. Just so I can freaking level up. Alright. Okay, so what does she have to say to us? Samegawa, Kahara. Right? Kahara? Gahara? Wait, am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. Kasenjiki. Because it's Kasenjiki, so it'd be Samegawa Kahara, right? Oops. No. I'm dumb. I'm just Kage? Oh my god, what is it? It's because it's Kasenjiki. Like, I know this is 河川敷. So it'd be like か or 川 or something else. And this is 原. 戦場ヶ原. 河原. Damn it. It's 河原. Yeah, of course it's 河原. Okay, cool. Well, at least we confirmed that I'm dumb. If you want the golden ending, you need to max her before mid-December. No spoilers. Alright, good. Alright. Well, we should probably, huh? サメ川。河原。マリに、そかされ、そかす。No. There's a, it's like, so, I think it's like そかす, right? No. No. せかす。Yeah, せかす。せかす。There we go. To hurry. マリにせかされながら二人でやってきた。So we're here, the two of us. Just the two of us. To hurry here. でさ、記憶のことだけど、どうすればいいの？手がかりはわからない。精神統一だ。Okay. So she is wondering about her memories. Do you have any clues about your memories? ないよ。前も言ったけど、覚えてるのはこれだけ。She only remembers. マリーの手には以前見せてもらった古いなんだっけ竹節 I don't know が握られている。I forgot this word. It's been way too long. I don't know what this word is. 竹! Do you think it'll be on the first page? This is quality content right now. It's me humming a song and scrolling a list. This is what you're all here for, isn't it? Primarily the scrolling, I would say. I would wager it's actually mostly the scrolling. I should have just done this right away. But yeah, it's key. And there's like Setsu next to it. Oh man, someone on Discord once, not on the Game Grammar Discord, but some other Discord once linked a thing where you could get kanji. Oh, this is not even it, but whatever. You could get kanji by like typing the components one after one. So that was quite useful. いや、ふみさん、ちょうどいいタイミング。あ、串か、竹串。道理で乗ってない。素材だけだからね、竹は。竹でできた串だけ。っていうこと。竹串。竹串。そうか。Alright, it's a bamboo comb. 前も言ったけど、これだけは最初から持ってたの。何かの役に立つかな？竹でできている。それはそう。売ってないかな？It's made out of bamboo or 売ってないかな？ Maybe like they don't sell this anywhere?
へえ。
わかんない。珍しいの？でもジュネスで見たと違う。こんなのなかったよ。マリは珍しく強い興味を示している。ほう。何かもっと古い感じ？そういうのある店知ってる？この辺りで古い串を扱ってそうな店といえば。なんだっけジュネス。これ、漢字の名字だったよな。名字っていうか、ね、なんだっけこれは、マルク豆腐店かなマルク I forgot this one. It's been a while, but we've tried to remember this one a few times. Apparently we failed at it. Wow, I messed up, but whatever. Song? 辰巳かな辰巳漢字そうだね辰巳漢字 OK 辰巳屋 Tatsumiya, and I guess the other one was Maruku Tohten and Junesu. I think if anything, it would be Tatsumiya, right? Anyway, it's here. Tatsumi. そういえば、漢字の家は、what was it? It was like 専物because it's 染まる or しみる or whatever, and then もの。How do you read this? 染め物。染め物。Okay, got it. 染め物。そももめめ。生むむにみめ。はまぬぬむむにむむにめめに。Okay. もももすもももももももものうち。古い竹串について何かしているかもしれない。Okay. マリに辰巳屋のことを話した。おっさんちちょっと意外。
行こう。
とりあえず行こう。商店街の方だっけ？ Yeah. Let's go! Let's go! Alright, we go there together. あら、店ちゃんもいる。
チーズ。
いらっしゃいって先輩じゃねえすか。キャー先輩偶然。あ、ハニーちゃんも一緒なんだ。I wish that whenever other people would show up in the event, it would also level their commune. That would be nice. まさか二人してデートとか？そんなんじゃない。ちょっと用があるデートだ。Damn, dude. No. Listen, it's fine. We don't want to burn any bridges too early. なんだ、びっくりしちゃった。じゃあ肝心に何か用事とか？用事って俺にすか。
これ
何かわかる？何でもいいの知ってることを教えて。なんだこれゃ。エラー古いな。櫛だっつうことはわかるけどよ。これ櫛なの？何か使いづらそうな形。で、どうすんすか？これの出どころがわかりゃいいんすかね？わかるの？ Okay, so he's saying, would it help if I know where it comes from? いや、俺には全然わかんねえっすけど、おばあちゃんなら？おーい、おふくろ、お母さん。おふくろ、ちっと来てくれよ、おーい。あ、そっか、漢字のお母さんなら何かわかるかも。はい、聞こえ。Okay. はい、聞こえてますよ。そんなに大声で呼ばなくても。あら、いらっしゃい。お久しぶりで。その子も漢字のお友達。この櫛のこと何かわかるかっつってよ。おふくろ何かわかんねえか。その櫛どれさて。これは相当古いものね。ごめんなさい。こういうのはちょっと置いてないわね。何かわかる？何でもいいの？こんな形は初めて見たから。日用品ではなさそうだけど。日用品？日用品かな。お店じゃなくて美術館や博物館で聞いた方がいいかもしれないわね。Oh, wow. She's telling us to check museums and stuff. 博物館？それって珍しいってこと？そうね、珍しいかどうかはわからないけど、その辺で売っているようなものではないわね。日用品。そう、OK。あ、売ってねえなら、どこにあんだよ、ババア。ちったー、他にもわかんねえのかよ。失礼やな。失礼な口の聞き方な。ババアはやめなさいって言ってるでしょ。ごめんなさいわね。お役に立てなくて。でも本当に見たことがないのよ。私、なんでそんな持ってるんだろう。こういうの誰かにもらったりする？さあ、どうかしら。櫛ってね、贈り物には向いてないのよ。向いてないの？ 苦や死が入ってるし、別れを招く力があるなんて言われてる。言われていてね。I'll talk about this one. So the mom is saying that kushi, like a comb for your hair, is not suited as a gift because it contains suffering and death. Ku to shi, right? Suffering and death. And it also has it's said to have the power of like causing goodbyes, like causing separation. 別れを招く力がある. Like it has the power to cause separation. I guess because it separates hair. そうなんだ。知らなかったな。でも確かに入ってるよね。くとし。まあね。辰巳さん、いらっしゃる？辰巳さんいらっしゃる？ちょっといいかしら？はいはい、お待ちくださいね。幹事、お客様のお相手をお願いね。ちょっとお話してくるけど、ゆっくりしていてね。I'm gonna stream from down here. No, I'm not. くやしとか、んなもん人に送ったりしねえよな。別れを招くって言ってたよ。くしって結構怨恨が悪いのね。Is it 怨恨？ Wait, 延期？違うね。and then 起きる。or 起こる or whatever。演技。そうそうそう。演技が悪い。そう。よく言う。うわやばい。よく言う言葉なのに忘れてた。OK、演技。Yeah, so bad omen. The Omen Twins. It's like in Elden Ring. I was about to say Dark Souls, but it's not. 別れを招くって言ってたよね。口って結構演技が悪いのね。So it would seem. And so it goes. 別れ。マリーちゃん平気？頭とか痛い？大丈夫かよお前。なんなら座って休めおら。休めおら。おらよ。おらよ。マリは眉をしかめている。I've been reading Overlord recently and they always put しかめる in kanji. And at the first time I saw it, I was like, what is this? しかめる. It's this one. It's quite the kanji too. Like if you look at it. Yeah, first time I saw it, I was like, They always put in kanji. Oh, here's another thing. Okay, I will say. If you ever go read like a novel, light novel, whatever, try and pay attention to words that are put in kanji and then words that are only in kana, and then try and remember at least a little bit if a word that's like kind of uncommon was in kanji, and then you see it in kana again. But like what I'm saying is authors are hypocrites, okay? And they're put like words in kanji just because they can. They're like, look at me, I'm so cool, I know these kanji. And then on the next page, not really, but like maybe like a few pages afterwards, it'll be the same word, but it will be in hiragana, because then it's like, oh, I didn't hit space enough on my computer. It's like, all I'm saying is like, it's not like there's some words that are like always kanji and always kanji. It's like they just kind of do whatever. It happens a lot, okay? It's just, don't worry about don't worry too much about it. It's when it's more uncommon words, it's very common to just go back and forth a whole lot, okay? For uncommon kanji words, authors do this a lot, where they just kind of go back. I feel like maybe it's more a thing for light novels than it is for actual for like real novels. I'm not so sure, but anyways, it happens quite a bit. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, they do that. It's a thing that happens for sure. マリは眉をしかめている。何か思い出した？具合が悪い？ You feeling bad?
違うよ。
No, but 何か気になったの。ダメ、消えちゃった。思い出せない。何かふわってもう少しで分かりそうだったのに。マリは悔しそうだ。Alright, so she was about to remember, but she didn't. 思い出せねえとは思い出せねえってお前。その櫛のことを覚えてねえのかよ。え、どういうこと？それマリーちゃんの櫛なんじゃ？いいの。sorry。いいの、気にしないで。これは私のことだから。 これ普通の櫛じゃないんだ。博物館？美術館？また調べたら何か思い出すかも。君も協力してね。マリーからの依頼、信頼を感じる。マリーと仲が深まった気がした。カチャンカチャン Alright, we've ranked up. Rank 6. マリー。なんすかあいつ。マリーちゃんってちょっと不思議だよね。不思議。あ、先輩、ほら、マリーちゃん行っちゃうよ。
じゃあまたね。
カンジとリセにお礼を言ってからマリーをメルベットルームまで送った肩車 Yes, I'm home. 帰ってきたっす。帰って行ってきたんす。We need to read that book. That book. Where is it? Where is it? Is it automatic? It might be automatic. Because I can read 2 chapters at once now, right? I think it's automatic. 楽々英会話。ザ柔道、ザ面倒、ザ面倒 is great. Oh, the last one? Oh, yeah. Hyper, yeah, this one. We need to read this. Thanks, Mole. 本に書かれている内容の要点を読み解く方法について書かれている。いろいろな本に効果がありそうだと思いながら読み進めた。ハイパーソードはまだ続きがある。Really saved me there. Resident Evil. You know, I feel like I just thought about this now, but resident just means that you reside somewhere. I feel like when I grew up, I always thought in my mind that Resident Evil is Resistant Evil. I never really thought about that. I never really questioned that. Just now I was like, yeah, I never really interpreted that resident as what it really is. Because resident means it would be like resident as an adjective. Resident evil, it would be like the evil that resides, right? I don't know, I've never played Resident Evil. Who knows? Who knows? Yahaha, yahaha, yahaha. What is that? Okay. Beep beep. オレオレ詐欺か。オレオレ。急で悪いんだけどさ、頼みがあるんだよ。金曜までジュネスのバイトしないか？人が足りなくてさ、頼む。バイト代弾むから。毎日フードコートでおごるし、本当お願いします。陽介から必死に頼み込まれた。わかった。それでも断る。断る。Okay, I kind of want to say it just for the meme, but I won't. I'm gonna be a good friend, and I'll say, わかった。おっしゃ、ありがとう。心の友よ。知恵が言ってた通りね。じゃあ待ってるから今日から頼むな。よし。よっしゃ。バカチャカブン、バチャカカカカチャカブンブン、バチャカカカカチャカブンブン。The thing goes scrap. Alright. 金曜までジュネスのアルバイトをすることになった。Alright. Can I at least spend time with people or not? I wonder. Am I just losing like a whole week? Maybe? I don't know. True. Yosuke will probably get along with me. たかがヒーローショーやるぐらいでなんでこんな人が。つれー。キリュウがいなかったらマジ死んでた。ポンポンポンポンポロン。いらっしゃい。かき氷美味しいですよ。キンキンに冷えたかき氷で一緒にヒーローを応援しよう。熱っ。クマはキレのいい動きをしている。 氷点下の中ジュネスの、屋上。ジュネスの屋上でフードコートのお店の手伝いをした。is it like 炎、炎。あ、そうだね。炎だった。確か。炎天下。Oops. Bro. Entenka. Under the blazing sun. Under the sun. Under the sun. Under the sun. Under the sun. Boom, 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 boom. A boom, boom, ba. Boom, ba. A boom, boom, ba. Sorry, I'm losing it. Okay. I think after this dialogue, we're probably gonna save. 炎天下の中、ジュネスの屋上でフードコートのお店を手伝いをした。みんなと仲が深まった気がした。おお。すごい。そうだ、君に報告があるんだった。女子チーム、やっとバイク免許、開電かな開電そう、開電。開電。Initiation into the art or discipline. Cool. So everyone has a license now. Like a driver's license. Or like a moped license or whatever you want to call it. 免許。すごいな、すごい。まだバイク、鳴らしてるとこだけど、もうちょっと練習すればパッチリだから。まあ、今はこのバイト乗り金のが先かな。最後まで一緒に頑張ろう。日々、労働をこなした。お、これで1週間スキップか。うわ、すごい。This better give me a bunch of money, Yosuke, okay? You better hand me over them dollar bills, やー。連日の、炎天下労働で、さすがにクマの動きが怪しくなってきた。大丈夫か He's like, the suit is like full of sweat, like up to here. So he's basically in the suit, trying to like not drown in his own sweat. That's what he's trying to do. He's like, like that. いらっしゃい。いや、熱い肉、焼肉、ビフテキ、生姜焼き、肉尽くしで夏バテ帽子。He's grilling in that thing that sucks. Yeah. 肉はあなたを裏切らない。いいね。安心する。そういうことを聞いて安心するね。肉くらいなら裏切らないよね。いやでも、裏切ってしまう。だって、あまりの肉を食べ過ぎたら、がんもあるし。Too much meat causes cancer, so it does actually betray you. Even the meat will betray you eventually. And then also, if you eat too much meat, the vegans will never shut up about it. I will say. Veganism isn't very popular in Japan, is it? まあ、すげえよな。半袖でもう、あっちいのに、なんだっけ ?not 毛肌。毛、and, なんだっけmy brain is shutting down. あ、側。そうだね。毛側。ああ。脳がこうだんだんシャットダウンしてしまう。シャットダウンしつつあるよ。毛皮。毛がらわしい。違う。OK。半袖でもあっちいのに、毛柄プラス、鉄板の前だぜ。頭が下がるわ。確かにね。炎天下の中、ジュネスの屋上でフードコートの店を手伝いした。みんなと仲が深まった気がする。そろそろ、陽介とも仲が深まりそうだ。そろそろ、チームも仲が深まりそうだ。ブズブル I'm machine gunning. そういえば、明日は夏祭りだよな。夜、神社に集合な。明日か。今日でアルバイトも終わりだ。Tired much? I'm pretty tired. Also, the whiskey probably didn't help with the tiredness, I will say. 4万円か。 4万円。悪くはないけどな。1週間で。4万円。Alright, we got 40,000. It's pretty good. That's like clearing a full dungeon, kind of. Not quite. I think we got like 100k from clearing the last dungeon, I think. Well, no, that's not entirely true. We got like, I think we got like a few 10,000. But then the reason why we got so much money is because I sold all of those things that I forgot to sell. Wow, wow. I'm the one. Puchisoru. I forgot what we even planted. I'm gonna plant some puchisoru because they give SP, and SP stands for super points. No, it stands for sexy points. No, it stands for superb pens. That's what it stands for. I have a hole in my sock. I should throw the sock away. I like the sock though. It's fluffy. Alright, I think we should save. I think that's what we should do. Ooh, wow. 63 hours. We have played this game for 63 hours. I think we might be... Okay, Mole, you know this game. Are you still here, Mole? Mole, calling Mole. Eve to Mole. I need to know. I need to have someone who's played this whole game give me... Mole is still here, good. If it took me 60 hours to get to this point, will I finish it in around 100 or like 150, or what do you think? Because you should have, I think you know this game pretty well, so you should have somewhat of a feeling for how long it will take me. Or someone else, maybe someone else knows the answer. I trust Mole now. He's won my trust by subscribing. If you go gold in your speed, 100 plus. Well, does that mean 100 plus as in could be 200? Or does it mean 100, maybe 110, 120? I'm just wondering. Am I like halfway done, basically? That's all I want to know. 120. Okay, that's fair enough. I think that's fine. Listen, you're talking to the person who's been playing Ace Attorney for 500 hours, so it's not like endurance is a problem of mine. Yeah. So let's save again. I'm always so paranoid because I feel like I press save, but then I'm not sure if I really did. I wish it would close the menu for you or something. I don't. Well, actually, do I wish that? I kind of do. I kind of do, and I kind of don't. I kind of do, and I kind of don't do. And doodly dee bam boom boom. Yeah, big finale. All right, hey, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with my stream. We have quite a few people here, so I think it'd be cool if we could go raid someone. So if you want to stick around for that, we can do a Twitch raid. I'll turn off the YouTube stream because honestly, I don't think anyone I know streams right now, so it's not like I can raid anyone on YouTube. I could, but I really don't know. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So if you wanna stick around for fun raid times, then you can do that. Other than that, I'm gonna end the recording. And I'm going to turn off the YouTube part of the stream. So thanks, YouTube. I will see you all around. I think I'll let Rockin know because I feel like we probably got some decent content. Hey, like the stream if you like the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, you should like it. I think it does good stuff. You should like the stream if you enjoyed it because I think that helps. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Thanks, YouTube. Okay, I will see you around. Peace. I'm out.